watch me work out. The whole point of this is for you to do it with me. So yes, awesome. So yesterday, Tuesday we started with Qigong, and yesterday I forgot to do the Qigong, and I said I was going to do it at the end, but after those planks, I was done, and I actually at that point I had completely forgotten about the Qigong. So we're going to open with the Qigong today, and then we're going to move forward and continue with our workout. So very good. We're going to get started here. So remember, we want our feet about shoulder width distance apart, maybe a little farther. You're going to bend at your knees and waist, almost like we're going to sit into a chair. Arms straight out nice and wide here, and we're just going to sit for our 3 minutes. Here we go. So remember, when I first started doing this, I could not hold it for the full 3 minutes. So if you can't hold it for the full 3 minutes, that's totally fine. Just hold it for as long as you can. Remember, this is massaging all of your internal organ, as my Chinese instructor taught me this back when I was in acupuncture school. So now is a good time to start focusing on your breathing. We want to start with breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. In yoga, they refer to it as the Ujjayi breath. We want to practice that Ujjayi breath. And we're just about a minute in. And we're 2 minutes down, last minute. And 30 seconds. Thirteen, 12, 11, 10, 9. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, very good. Excellent job. Very nice. All right. Let's get working. So we're going to start in our supported bridge pose as before. Remember, want the block nice and square underneath our hips. Hands on the abdomen or on the floor, whichever is more comfortable for you. And then really nice, deep, even breaths. Four, and 5. From here, we're going to draw our right knee into our chest. Left leg extends straight away. Driving your heel into the floor, pointing your toes up towards the ceiling, trying to pull your knee into your chest as best you can. Four. And 5. From here, bending the left knee, letting our right leg drop. Left knee to the chest, right leg out straight ahead. Once again, pushing that heel down into the floor, trying to keep your toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Three. 4. 5. Very good. From here, bending the right legs, letting the left leg drop. From here, driving our hips up into our bridge pose, pulling the block out and away. Drive your hips up towards the ceiling. Remember, we're getting a stretch into the front part of our legs. We want to keep our feet flat on the floor on this. 2. 3. Very nice. From here, slowly we're going to lower down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, trying to get that nice and slow until your hips come all the way to the floor. Very nice. And from here, knees to the chest, we're going to rock up. 2. And 3. Cross at the feet. Come all the way up to your hands and knees here. Very good. So from here, we want our knees below our hips and our hands below our shoulders. Fingertips nice and spread out here to protect your wrists. From here, I'm going to straighten out my right leg back behind me. Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of something different. Sorry. Got ahead of myself. From here, we're going to go into cat-cow. So nice deep breath in. We're going to arch our back, looking up towards the ceiling deep on the inhale. And then exhale, push away. Rounding your back. Nice big stretch. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we're going to take our right foot, come between our hands. Want to drive our hips forward, ankle below the knee. From here, we're driving our hips forward, opening up our arms, pulling all the way to the ceiling. Remember, I want to feel the stretch right in this area here. Driving my hips forward and down, excuse me. 3, 4, 5. And from here, hands come down to the mat. Come up, bring your back knee up off the floor, drag your front leg back. From here into our plank pose, we're going to slowly lower ourselves down and hover. And from here to the tops of your feet. Tops of your feet and your hands are the only things touching the mat right now. Trying to arch your back, look up towards the ceiling. 3, flip your feet over, lower and hover and push your shoulders back away. Step your feet in a little bit if you need it here to your down dog. So I've heard when you're doing down dog, you're trying to press your thighs into your knees. Excuse me, your chest into your thighs. I like mixing up body parts. From here, bending at the knees, slowly lowering yourself down. Very nice. From here, left leg forward. And driving our arms up and over. Arch your back. Get that nice pull into the front part of your thigh and abdomen. Four. And five. From here, hands come down to the mat, come up to your back toes, drag your forward foot back. Slowly lowering ourselves down and hover. And driving up into your up dog. And coming back into that plank pose, lowering back down, hover, and push away into your down dog. Very nice. So from here, right leg up to the ceiling, and step your right leg forward in between your hands. You're going to drive up through your legs, lifting up nice and high, raising your arms up. Once again, we want that forward push with your hips. And five. Very nice. Hands down to the mat. Drag your foot back into your plank pose. Lower and hover. And driving through for your up dog. And back up to your toes. Press down. And push your shoulders back away. Down dog. Nice full stretch here. Very nice. Left leg up. And left leg steps between your hands, driving up through your low back and hips, getting into that nice lunge position here. Remember, you want your front knee above your ankle, driving your hips forward, lifting your arms up as high as you can. Remember, when I do this, I'm pulling myself up almost through my wrists. My hands are relaxed, but my wrists are driving my arms upwards. And five. Hands come down back to the mat, dragging your front foot back, getting into your nice plank pose. Lower and hover. Dive through to your up dog. And push away to your down dog. Left leg up. Sorry, come back down. Right leg up. And step between your hands. We're going to go into our warrior two. So from here, my right foot is parallel with my body here. My left foot is perpendicular. My right heel is even with my left, middle of my left foot. Come up into your, there we go. Come up into your warrior two. Two, three. Right forearm goes down to the knee. Left hand reaches up and over. Remember, we're trying to open up our chest, not collapse forward. So we want a nice open feeling here. Lifting my hand above my head. Oh, that's nice. Should feel a stretch all the way down your side. I actually feel it in the top of my foot. From here, back to center. Now we're going to bring our left hand to our hip. We're going to shorten up our left foot. From here, we're going to lean forward, get onto our balancing position into our sugar cane pose. So right hand on the mat, left foot flat on the floor, trying to keep your left leg as straight as you can. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. From here, if you are having a hard time keeping your balance, stay right here. Remember, you can always use a yoga block right here if you need to, so you don't have to bend down as far. From here, my right hand's going to grab a hold of my right foot, and I'm going to open up my chest. So I'm arching my back a little bit here, trying to lift my back knee up as high as I can. 3, 4, 5. From here, coming back, control that motion. Very nice. Good. Cartwheel your hands to the floor. Plank pose. Lower and hover. Keeping everything nice and snug, firm, keeping your chest and abdomen firm. Sliding through. And push up and away. Very nice. Now left foot up and stepping between your hands. Opening up into our warrior two. Switching the feet. There we go. Oh, I can see how uneven I am. Left hand down, right hand reaches up and over. From here, we're going to come back up. Right hand comes to the hip. Shorten up your right foot. From here, we fall forward, bringing your left hand to the floor or down to a block, whichever is easier for you. Trying to keep your left leg as straight as possible. Right leg is lifted up parallel with the rest of your body. Right hand reaches up nice and high. From here, if you want to hold this, that's great. If you want to go a little deeper, we're going to grab a hold of our right foot, open up, lifting your knee up as high as you can, kicking your foot into your hand, and arching your back. Very nice. From here, stepping back into our warrior two. Nice. Cartwheel your palms. Stepping that foot back. Very nice. And lower and hover. Driving through to our up dog. And flipping your toes over. Lowering back down and pushing away into your down dog. Very nice. Lower yourself down to your knees. Excellent job, guys. Whew. Grab a sip of water if you'd like, because I would. I forgot I forgot a pose in that. It was not intentional. There's a reason why I wrote that stuff down. It's all good. All right, very good. Very nice. So from here, we're going to do our 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, and 10 sit-ups. Once, we're going to do three sets of that, then move on to our squats and planks, then, or excuse me, squats and mountain climbers, then planks and triangle sit-ups, and then we have a new addition today, which we will add at the end. So, jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, 3 sets of 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For some reason I'm messed up today. Switching over push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jumping jacks. We'll do push-ups first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. Very nice. All right, we're gonna do squats. Remember, when we do our squats, feet about shoulder width distance apart. From here, we bend at our knees, hinge on our hips. We want to come down like we're trying to sit into a chair. Remember, we want to keep our knees from coming out in front of our feet, in front of our toes. So when we sit, we want to sit backwards, not allowing our knees to go out in front of our toes here. 10 mountain climbers, 10 squats, 10 mountain climbers, 10 squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guess what? I just did regular sit-ups. Triangle sit-ups. 1. Am I doing the right thing? Mountain climbers. I'm losing my mind. All right, mountain climbers. Every other one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one. Squats. Oh my goodness. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now mountain climbers. Every other one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last set. Every other one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Grab a sip if you want it. We're going to do our one minute. All right. All right, so we're going to do planks, then triangle sit-ups. Finally, planks and triangle sit-ups. So with our planks, remember when we're doing this, we're going to go from our forearms. We want to try to keep our hands apart when we're doing this. Try to keep your hands apart versus connecting your hands. When you connect your hands, it gives you a little bit more support, and it actually makes it a little bit easier. We want to make it as difficult as possible when we do these. Well, not necessarily difficult as possible, but we want to make it slightly difficult to do this. So start with your hands apart. If you're starting to waver, you can connect your hands and see if that helps a little bit. We're only going to be doing this for a minute. I will do my best to check in at 30 seconds, 15 seconds, and then when we're down to like 5-10 seconds, I'll tell you again. I'll do my best to keep the regular updates. I know these are difficult, especially when you don't know how much time has passed or anything. There's like no, especially like if you're tired, if you have no it's like for when I'm doing these, I appreciate it when people count out the time. So that's why I'm doing it. So we're going to do 10 planks and then triangle sit-ups. For those that don't know triangle sit-ups, we're just going to roll back. But we roll back and lift our hips up as high as we can and put our arms in that, put our legs in that triangle position. So I roll back, come up. Remember, the secret to this is lifting those hips up as if whenever I'm throwing a triangle, I want my hips to meet my partner's shoulders and neck versus trying to get their neck and shoulders to meet my hips. So I'm shooting my hips up high to reach them here. So we don't want to do lazy ones where we're just kind of flat right here where there's not very much space. We want to get our hips up nice and high. So if you're crushing your front of your neck a little bit, that's perfect. You want your chin on your chest when you hit this. You want your hips up nice and high. So hips up high and close up that triangle. So we're going to do 10 of those. So we're going to do a minute of planks, 10 triangle sit-ups, minute of planks, 10 triangle sit-ups, 1 minute of planks, 10 triangle sit-ups, 3 sets, and then we'll move on to our last exercise. But moving forward here. All right. So from here, getting into our plank pose, starting the clock. Remember, a lot of times exercise, especially these isotonic exercises, it's more about convincing yourself that you can do it versus accepting the fact that you can't do it. It's talking yourself into the position more than it is just focusing on trying to keep everything tight. Although that helps, we want to try to focus on the reasons why we can do it versus the reasons why we can't. 30 seconds. $15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Very nice. Excellent. Switch over. Triangle sit-ups. We're going to do 10 good ones of these. So start from your back. Remember, it's rolling from the hips. We don't want any rocking motion here. We just want our hips doing all the work. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Lift those hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch back over. 1 minute. Remember, try to keep your hands apart. Focus on reasons why you can do this. You can do this. You are mentally strong enough to do this. Because this is an exercise in mental toughness as much as it is physical toughness. "30 seconds. "15. "5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. That was fun. Triangle sit-ups. Here we go. 1, 2. Lift those hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. 1 more minute, guys. You got this. You can do it. Timer has started. Last one. "30 seconds. Stay strong. 16, 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh my goodness. Whew. 10 triangle sit-ups. Last set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoot those hips. 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work, guys. Very nice job. Grab a sip if you need it. All right. I have a feeling I'm going to be very sorry that I'm going to do this, but in a good way. We're going to do, let's do 5 burpees and 5 front cross choke sit-ups. So let's go over each of these burpees. We're going to do like a sprawl burpee. We're going to do a sprawl burpee. What I mean by a sprawl burpee, all right, can't jump too high. So sprawl burpee, I'm going to start with my jump. So I jump here, I'm going to come down, bring my hands down, and I'm going to choose a side. So I'm going to drop my hip here, up. Do I want to choose a side or do I want to go straight down? Let's try that again. So jump here. Let's go straight down. So a lot of you guys may remember the story of hurting your pee-pee when you're doing sprawls. I don't want you guys to hurt your pee-pee, but we want to make sure when we do our sprawls, this is, for me, is not a very soft substance at all. I'm worried, I'm having a little knee injury going on right now, so I'm worried about dropping my knee on the floor. So when we do this, you're gonna try to stay up on your toes. If you're comfortable going down and dropping your hips to the floor, I say you can do it. For those that don't remember, we want to drop our hip to one side or the other, drop our hip to the floor, one side or the other, and that's imagining when someone's coming in on a shot, we're dropping our close side hip down on them. We shouldn't be whenever we're training, we should never be standing like this to somebody, because if we try to sprawl, they're going to be able to capture both of our hips. If we're back here, usually they have to come in at a front angle. So we drop, when we come down, when I go for my sprawl, I'm shooting my legs back and I'm driving this hip into the floor. Well, I have to make do with what we have here. So I'm gonna actually drop both my hips. I'm not gonna bring my hips all the way to the floor. You don't have to either. If you're on carpet and have a mat down, that may actually be soft enough where you can drop a hip to the floor. This is not a soft enough surface for me, and I don't want to hurt myself, so I'm going to drop both my hips down, but I'm just going to try to bring my hips close to the floor and not go all the way down. So I'm going to go here, here, and here, and that's it. And that's going to be one. The other thing that I said we were going to do, burpees and front cross choke sit-ups. So I'm bringing both my hands up into like a front cross motion, and then I'm sitting up. So I'm like pulling myself up with my hands and bringing them to my chest. So I'm up, cross choke. Here, switching my hands, up, cross choke. We're gonna do 10 of those. So 5 burpees, 10 front cross choke sit-ups. 5 burpees, 10 front cross choke sit-ups, and then one more time to make it 3 sets. Last set of the day. Let's get going. Here we go. 5 burpees, starting with the jump. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. Front cross choke sit-ups. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you cross it. 4. Switch your hands. 5. Switch your hands. 6. Switch your hands. 7. Switch your hands. 8. Switch your hands. 9. Switch your hands. And 10. 5 more burpees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. 5 more burpees, 10 more sit-ups. Here we go, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Awesome work, guys. Oh my goodness. That was fun. Good times. All right, so once again, starting tomorrow, we're gonna do